Yes, team, what is up? I hope you're good. Okay, so I wanted to make this YouTube as a lot of coaches feel like they have a lead generation problem. So if that's you, if you feel like your main problem now is lead generation, what I want to talk to you on this call is that you probably have a structure problem which is causing lead generation issue, or maybe just that the lead generation isn't performing in the way that you want. You probably have been told you need to post more, you need to send more DMs. But in all honesty, all I see that is like if you throw more shit at the wall, eventually something will stick. And that's not what I wanted to help my clients build. I wanted to help my clients build a business where they intentionally create a demand and they had people wanting to sign up for their coaching without them feeling like they're chasing clients constantly. So if you feel like that's you, if you want to learn how you can choose clients instead of chase clients, I'm going to show you exactly how in this video. So why do some coaches chase clients and why do some coaches choose clients? For me, this comes around how they intentionally build demand and how they structure their content throughout the month, and also how they actually structure their delivery with their clients, which we'll get to as well. So first, let's talk about what actually happens with the coaches who chase. And this may be a position that you're in yourself or have can like potentially resonate with. So they're randomly posting content, they're reacting to sales, and they're doing inconsistent delivery. So what I mean by that is content is like, okay, what should I post about today? They might see someone do something viral and they do it. Or one day they could be talking about training, one day they could be talking about nutrition, whatever this may be. It's just a quite surface level content. And then that leads to reactive sales. And what I mean by that is just like promos that essentially kind of happen out of nowhere. Have you ever asked yourself the question, should I run a promo this month? Or maybe you have a business coach or a mentor and you said, should I do a promo this month? This is you reacting because you're like, oh, things are maybe a bit slower or maybe I need a few signups. So if you're reacting, which is like, what should I post today? And it's kind of random, it's kind of surface level, you're maybe just in a mindset of thinking you need to post, and that's leading to reactive promos as well. And then this brings inconsistent delivery because you may be thinking, one, I'm actually just coaching clients without any kind of like bigger picture ideas every month. It's just reacting to kind of messages and check-ins and it's getting through, which can work in the short term. But if we want to think about building you a coaching IP, building your coaching IP where you have a philosophy, you have a way of doing things which allows you to actually scale the business in the future where you can have coaches working for you. You can work in your zone of genius and oversee the business, and you have coaches following the blueprint. A lot of coaches never get to that point because they're always reacting to coaching and then they think they always have to do it themselves. So, how can we actually build out a coaching IP? And how can we also do that in terms of getting the golden nuggets from that, putting it into your content and not creating surface level content, but actually creating content with depth? So, some coaches say to go viral, and virality can bring people in. But and I'm not opposed to that. But if you're bringing it in and then it's just surface level content, what's actually going to get you to stand out from other coaches? Is a viral recipe going to be the thing that says I want to pick that person as my coach, or is working on your zone of genius and where you can go in terms of depth of getting people an awareness about the issue, building demand through that, and then actually selling through a specific package based on that initial focus that you've done. So this creates movement, but not necessarily momentum. So what are we striving for? What are we aiming for? So let me show you exactly what we're going to be looking to do. So we have one clear message, we have a defined sales window, and then we have a consistent delivery framework. So each and every month, you know exactly the topic that you're speaking about. So for me, for example, the Empire Cadence, exactly what we're going through in this video is something that I've been talking about this month. I've been intentionally creating awareness about it. I had a lead magnet about it, and we've hosted a workshop on it, and we're going to have an intentional conversion window about this topic as well. So now, instead of me just doing one post about sales and one post about lead gen and one post about delivery, and kind of giving some like value, but again, it being surface level, people are taking and being like, okay, your content is good. I may be taking tips from it, but am I really getting a depth of how you can help me end my business in terms of what I'm doing. And that's essentially what we want for you. So how we're going to do that essentially is through the Empire Cadence, which looks like this. So we have one monthly strategic focus, and this brings you around into your marketing, your offers, and your delivery. So coaches create a lot of content. So they're maybe doing kind of content for their clients, and then they're like, oh, I need to be doing something else with my marketing. So something's happening maybe with clients, maybe they're not doing anything, they're just doing reactive work, which is even worse. Or if they are doing some workshops, that's kind of random, so they're thinking about that, and then they're doing different things with their content, which is random, reactive, and then they're just randomly putting up a promo that they're looking for 5 people or a 12-week program, and they're wondering why they aren't building demand and there's not more people raising their hand. What if you had one topic for the month, and with that topic you did a very high level workshop, let's say for your clients, and because you put time effort into doing that, which is essentially going to be building out your coaching IP, you then said, okay, how can I take this and put it into my marketing and put it into my content? But not only that, we actually create a 4-week monthly operating rhythm, which actually intentionally builds the content from awareness initially to stacking the list into maybe giving some value, getting some hand raisers through lead magnet, then hosting a workshop for people to join, and then having a specific conversion window at the end of the month. And the goal with this is that we actually help you sell out your coaching program month after month. So we have a defined capacity of how many people we take on, and we aim to sell out your coaching program every month. Not fake scarcity, actually genuine. So if you say, okay, we want to be able to take on 15 clients every month, we'll actually set a goal of 15 clients to be signed up by the end of that conversion window. And when you hit 15, you actually close the doors. What does this do? This trains your mind and the ability to actually say no to people, to say join the wait list or you can join next month. And we're not doing fake scarcity like 90% of coaches. We're actually building a business that genuinely sells out their coaching month after month. This doesn't mean that you can't increase your intake over time. If you continually sell out at 15, increase it to 20, increase it to 25, and learn how you can continue to build more demand and have more conversion and more signups every month. That's absolutely fine. But I want to actually train you on how you can sell out your coaching, how your energy can shift from a place of we need more clients to clients are actually lucky to join us. A client signing up with me or my team doesn't change my life or our life, it changed the client's life, and they're lucky to get a place on the team. If you then take that energy and you put it back into your content for the next month, you put it back into your conversion window, just imagine how your authority increases in the space. Imagine when every other coach is being reactive, they're posting random content, they're doing these random promos, they have some fake scarcity, they have these big offers, and you're in your own lane. You're going deep on a topic, you're creating that awareness, you're building that demand, you're opening up a specific conversion window for those people, and guess what? You're creating raving fans. You have more people than ever raising their hand to want to work with you. And this is when everything can change in your business. And what I mean by a specific conversion window about the topic, we do something which we call offer wrapping. So a lot of times people might say, I'm looking for 5 coaches, or I'm running this 12-week program. And as I said, it kind of comes out of the blue. They don't build real hype for it. It's a bit random. Yes, they might just get a few people interested, but there's not people leaning in and waiting for them to listen. With us at FitPro CEO going through the Empire Cadence this month, at the end of the month, when we say, okay, you now understand the Empire Cadence, we're looking for X amount of coaches to join FitPro CEO, where we're going to help you implement and design your own Empire Cadence for your business. And that's going to be, so the program is going to be the same. Like, they're still coming in for coaching, they get all the one-to-one access and support that we usually give clients, but because they've been buying into the Empire Cadence, they've got awareness around what that is, they've got the lead magnet, they've joined the workshop. Now the next step is like, okay, do you actually want the support and guidance to do it? Imagine how much more people are going to be interested in that versus me just randomly saying, hey, taking on spaces for business coaching this month. So this is the way I want you thinking about it. I could probably talk forever on this, but just to show you some results, this is essentially what we did on our latest mastermind, and the results since then have been amazing. So I want to show you two in particular, just so we can see that. There we go. Okay, so this is 14 days into the month. Amanda and Daniel have collected, not contracted, collected, all my results are always collected. They've collected 34,000 halfway through the month. So they're on track for 68,000 this month, halfway through the month, 2 months into the Empire Cadence. And the crazy part about this and Laurie's result, who has 17k in 14 days, is we haven't even got to the conversion window yet. So this is literally by creating awareness around the topic, speaking about it specifically, having our content in a specific rhythm, plus then building demand and actually getting people in. So even though we have a specific conversion window where we open up spaces, that doesn't mean that we're not selling in the background. So we use the first 3 weeks to create awareness, build demand. We can still sell in the background with our DM process and our sales process, but people are now coming on the call way more aligned to what you're saying because they're really buying into the message, they're seeing your content on it. So sales become easier, they become more frequent, and you get results like this. So imagine where they're going to be by the end of the month. Huge PBs for both of them. Obviously no finances are relevant to everyone, but they're way outperforming their previous income in terms of what we're doing here. So that's just an idea of what is possible. So if you'd like to learn more about the Empire Cadence, one thing that I can do, we've recorded a full breakdown of this. So a full workshop going through exactly what I went through here, but in a lot more detail, explaining one, how you find out your monthly topics. So there's going to be 12 monthly topics based on your delivery buckets and your pillars in each delivery bucket. They're going to essentially be your 12-month calendar. So you know each and every month what you're going to be talking about. And we have specific custom AI tools to help you build out your own 12-month calendar based on your niche. And we have a second workshop going through the 4-week rhythm itself. So week 1, what should you be posting? Week 2, what should you be posting? Week 3 and week 4. So if you'd like access to one, the full workshop where we go through your 12-month calendar, how you're going to essentially get your own 12-month calendar, plus your week 1 to 4 monthly operating rhythm and what you have to be posting, and you want the 3 custom AI tools that we have, which will help you build out your 12-month calendar, help you build out your week 1 to 3, and then help you build out your week 4 conversion week. And essentially you can start doing this yourself. If you want access to that, just click below, go onto my Instagram page and DM me the word workshop YouTube. So let's do 2 words. DM me the word workshop YouTube so I know you've come from here, and I will send you the full recording, the full GBTs and everything. So yeah, if you're interested, click there, DM me workshop YouTube, and I'll send everything over to you.